Hello everyone, 'tis I, Captain Logan, and I'm streaming for you once again tonight. Just a real quick video to unbox the Batman. I had it turned the wrong way. I found this a couple days ago and haven't even taken it out of the shrink wrap yet, so I thought we could pop it open and take a look at it together. This is the Walmart gift set version. This was not given to me as a gift. It's always weird when they call things a gift set, because then when you buy it for yourself, you're like, oh, it's supposed to be a gift set, but it's just, I guess it ends up just being an oversized, impractically large box for one movie. So you can say, look, I have this really cool special edition. I'm getting glare because of the shrink wrap. It's weird getting a giant box for just one singular movie. Like, you don't need a box this large and rectangular in order to put in a Blu-ray, a DVD, and a digital code. I'm pretty sure the digital code doesn't take up the rest of the space. No, there's some extra stuff in here that you get, but I think mostly it's just so that it looks cool on your shelf, so that you can say, look, I love this movie. Especially if your favorite part is that the Batarang is in the center of Batman's chest. A spoiler alert, those are actually Batarangs and don't happen to be, as was rumored, the gun that killed Batman's parents. It could still be revealed later, because there's nothing in the movie that necessarily contradicts that. But anyway, before we take this out of the shrink wrap, let's do what we did last night on Superhero Rewind Unscripted, shall we? And take a look at the back of the box and see what the blurb is. This one is very brief. We exercised brevity. For a box this large, we have a very tiny descriptive blurb that is large enough to read and actually kind of wants people to look at it, which is unusual for 2022, and all of the special features are even in a smaller font than the synopsis. It says, a killer targets Gotham's elite, sending the Batman, on an investigation. As evidence mounts, he must forge new relationships, unmask the culprit, and bring justice amidst corruption. That is the bare bones of the setup of the story, and sort of the skeleton of what happens without giving away anything. Does a good job of not having any spoilers, revealing anything. I think that's a fine synopsis, and I like the obviously it doesn't come out and give you anything like major thematic or anything, but it certainly might make a person go, oh, that sounds intriguing. Maybe it's not just another Batman thing. It does give you the sense of the tone of the noir, kind of neo-noir nature of this piece, as does everything about the box. I love the big bat back here. Although I should say that anybody that would actually think to get this big $35, $40 box set has probably already seen the movie and really likes it, unless you bought it as a box, as a gift set. But anyway, I think it's really cool that all the screenshots are put in the logo of the Batman, or maybe, yeah, I guess that is kind of the logo. And it just occurred to me, maybe this is obvious, but I hadn't really thought about this too much. The logo for the Batman is actually that Batarang in the middle. I probably understood that, like, subconsciously, but hadn't really thought about it before. Thanks for tuning in live if you're doing that, and thanks for watching this after the fact later on. I am Dayghost Austin. I am going to take the plastic shrink wrap off right now. That was a very provocative comment you made. Okay, so now I'm taking off the shrink wrap. Yeah, there we go. You know, I never shop at Walmart, and my kids wanted to go there looking for some presents for their siblings for birthdays coming up soon, because my twins and my 3-year-old all have birthdays the same week. Isn't that crazy? 3 of my 5 kids all have a birthday at the end of July, and so we were kind of getting ahead of that. We had some time yesterday. We thought we'd go shopping a little bit, and I just happened to go to Walmart. I was like, I didn't even realize this movie was out yet. I don't know how I hadn't heard. Like, movies release on video on Tuesdays, and somehow, movie this massive, channel knows I love it, my friends know I love it. I didn't hear from one person saying, oh, hey, the Batman's out. Have you bought it yet? And usually that happens. So I was pleasantly surprised, not only that the movie had come out already, but that there was one more copy of this gift set. a gift that I bought for myself. Okay, so I'm always unsure about what to do with these. Sometimes I just toss them. Sometimes I try to keep them with the thing in some way. This one looks cool and is going to be different from any of the others that come out because, you know, it's formatted for the size of this box, so I kind of don't want to just toss it, but I'm not sure the easiest way to hang on to it, so I'll figure something out. But anyway, so here is the box proper. Nothing on the back. Nice kind of minimal presentation here. It looks like this might have a plastic film over it, and I'm not sure if that's supposed to come off or not. So I'm going to leave it for now because I don't want to ruin this on camera. That would be embarrassing. But this is real sleek looking. And also I wanted to show you that this is almost the same size as my very heavy, not as heavy, Dark Knight Trilogy Blu-ray box set, just for the one movie again. But that's part of why I bought it, because I thought they would look cool next to each other. Anyway, all right, let's go ahead and get this open, and I'll show you what's on the back. Of course, I could have read you all the contents, but I thought it might be more fun if we saw them together. Okay, so here's Catwoman on her motorcycle right at the top, and then, wait, is that yes, that, for a second I was like, is that Batman, or is that no, that's Catwoman, of course, because she has a helmet on top of, and she's, you know, she looks like Catwoman, and she's on a motorcycle. She's effeminately shaped, okay? And then here is the Batman. And I don't know if, because I didn't look real closely, I was just so excited to get this at what the regular Blu-rays look like. So I assume this is just the normal Blu-ray for this movie, and then it comes in this. I like it when these kinds of things are put out this way, where you have this... Sorry. I like it when... sometimes when these things are put out like this, where you get the regular box also, just because, especially if the regular box is good, because I like this cover a lot. I like Penguin in the middle, and I like having Batman and Bruce Wayne both on the cover. That's a good choice for this, given that, you know, for the sake of the story, you know, thematically, like, Batman and Bruce Wayne in this are, like, very much one of the same. He hasn't fully found himself yet, and Bruce is still trying to figure out, like, what the Batman is and what he means and all of that, and he's throwing the... he's throwing his Bruce Wayne persona, like, very much under the bus. I think it makes a lot of sense to have both of them on the cover. So yeah, I mean, I like steelbooks and things, but it's fun to get it this way too. And, like, if I wanted to, I could display this somewhere, but still have this on the shelf with the rest of my movies, and not have to figure out a way to fit this in with everything. So anyway, that's smart. I like that. So here is, I guess, since this is an unboxing, I'll go ahead and undo the shrink wrap for this too, because I always leave my movies in the shrink wrap too long, as we saw last night on the back of the box video. You know, I almost did this on the back of the box video, and I'm glad that I waited for it, decided to make it one stream, because that was already a 2-hour-long video. It turned out. It ended up being. So, more shrink wrap. Hello, everybody in the comments. Good to see ya. AMC, I don't know, Cap, don't get me wrong, it looks cool and all, but I'm not sure it can top that awesome Batman Anthology DVD box set we all had. I guess we'll see. Yeah, I mean, that's... I think he's talking about the box set that had the original 4 90s Batman movies, and it's cool because of all the special features and things, and I like the presentation of that, but we'll see what all is in this. Again, kind of a gift set before it's a, like, special box, because it does have just the regular box, and I don't know, I like this movie enough. I don't usually buy multiple editions of things, but if this got a really nice steelbook, I haven't looked into what all the editions are, and I don't know what Target's looks like. I used to buy those all the time, and DJ and I have both been less impressed with them recently, although I think maybe they've started to step it up again, but for a couple of years, they were a little bit too light on the coolness and extras of theirs. But anyway, so the regular Blu-ray box set. This does not have the 4K, and I don't collect 4K at the moment because I don't have a way to play it. But anyway, I have a couple things that way just because I liked the box that it came with, and I had the regular Blu-ray and stuff. Anyway, I'll quit rambling about that. So here is what the discs look like. It's got logo, the red bat on the top of each of these. Subtle difference between the first two discs. Looks like there are 3 discs because you get the Blu-ray, the DVD, and then you get another Blu-ray which has the special features. So there must be enough special features they felt the need to put that on 2 discs. That's interesting because Blu-ray usually is big enough to support both. You don't always have double discs for Blu-rays. So I think that's interesting. But so this is black with a silver bat. And when I say silver, I really just mean they didn't color that in. So it's just the color of the DVD, or the Blu-ray, I should say. And then you flip that, and the colors are reversed. That's cool. And then the special features have a question mark for the Riddler, which is nice and ominous, and the kind of the other big logo or image, for lack of a better word, that the movie was sold on. But it also makes a lot of sense because I haven't seen them yet, and I don't know what cool stuff is on here, so it's a big mystery. I thought about waiting to talk about this until I'd watched some of the special features, but I'll try to get to those and maybe just bring them up when we do the inevitable commentary, which Austin and I are talking about maybe doing in the not too distant future. Okay, so this has some kind of display thing, and I want to see how exactly that works. So it looks like, let me look here. Give me a second, everybody. Okay, so it looks like the display thing is just the bat that you see on the cover, and you take this off, and then you put it on this display thing. So this gift set is a lot more about just this piece that you can display than it is anything else, really, and like the coolness of the box, because once you take this off, it's just a black box. And I didn't realize that that's exactly what this was, but let's go ahead and take this off and see what it's like if we can. I don't want to rip it or anything. Oh, I see. Okay, no, the box is still cool. So here's how it works. This is just a kind of metal sign. I've got some tin signs like this that are, of course, quite a bit larger in my collection, and it looks like this plastic does indeed come off. So I'm going to take this off now. There we go. So much plastic on my floor. That is pretty. That is neat looking. This is a strange idea, I guess, to get a tin sign that you then put on top of one of these, display holder thingies. And I know I'm just gonna put this together wrong, so I don't know. I may do this later. Because I don't want you guys to just sit here watching me try to make this thing happen. But anyway, you put this on like a little easel, and then you just set it up someplace. So I guess that's cool. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I don't know if I'm going to display this anywhere. I'd almost rather just, and it's funny too because it's so sticky on the back, you could almost just stick it up on a wall. But I think I might rather just kind of put, I don't know, command strips or something on the back of it and just put it up on a wall maybe. I think I'm more likely to do that than to use this flimsy holder thing. And then this is what the box ends up looking like, which would display quite nicely by itself. Kind of the big... It's interesting because this is not a thing I've seen done a lot with things, where this is kind of the first big image the movie was sold on, right? Maybe not exactly this image, but just Batman looking brooding and maybe a little bit unsure of himself, wet behind the ears, standing in front of his rockin' 70s muscle car Batmobile, and then that ends up being like one of the big images that we continue to sell the movie on even after you've seen it. I guess what I like about that is just trying not to give away too much for folks that haven't seen this yet. You can basically, even if you got this gift set, because again, it's a gift set, so somebody gives you this, you haven't seen the Batman yet, and then what you'd have is this and a few stills that tell you maybe a couple of characters that are in the movie if you're paying attention, and the basic overall kind of tone of the movie, and that's about it. So I like that about it a lot. But yeah, this is cool. There is a part of me, like I said, that kind of wants a neater box. I like this a lot, don't get me wrong, but if there is a cool steelbook for this, I may get that as well. But anyway, yeah, so it's a bat symbol. and that's what you get with this gift set. It's, like I said, it's $35-40. The Blu-ray itself is going to be between, what, 25 and 30 anyway, unless you get it. I guess sometimes these things right away will be like 22 or something, and the 4K I'm sure is close to 30. So for an extra $5 or $10, you get this thing and kind of a neat box that you might want to display. So yeah, it's not bad. I like it okay. Honestly, because I didn't look real close on the back to see what all was in this, because I kind of just wanted to be surprised with you guys, and I was like, this is neat enough that even if this is all you get, like, it was worth it, and I think it is. But I thought maybe there would be one or two other cool things in here, and there wasn't. So I'm not even super disappointed with it. It's just a giant box for kind of no good reason. Anyway, so that's my unboxing. AMC, and yep, Cap, that was the one I was talking about. I love the bat symbol was recessed, and all the cover choices, like you said, those special features were excellent. Mr. Cool, Penguin on the cover reminds me of that weird Zac Efron meme. Oh, I don't know about that meme, so I can't speak to that. Robert Wild, hey man, how's it going? And hi Ben, $2 super chat. I got the Target Blu-ray, better slip color cover. Good to know, and I may take a look at that and eventually splurge and get that as well. I'm a little behind on my superhero DVD and Blu-ray collection. I'm out of space back here for the regular shelves. I'm gonna have to start getting into the bottom, which I just have some stuff kind of stored down there now. But I've been starting to make a list of the things I'm missing, and I just started with animated movies last night, and I'm like, I still have like a dozen of those I haven't bought. Some of the New 52 inspired animated movies I didn't realize I skipped. I just watched renting digital or something apparently when I reviewed them, because I don't have them. It turns out I don't have All-Star Superman. Like, there's a few things like that I'm missing. So I'm going to try to start prioritizing that collection a little bit, and suddenly I'm in the mood to do more of that kind of collecting after buying this. And I haven't gotten No Way Home yet. I kind of want to get one of the cool releases for that, but when it came out, I was a couple days late to the party, and they were already sold out everywhere around here. Not that I looked real hard, but I didn't want to just buy the normal one for that if there was anything cool, so I'll probably wait, and because that's not my favorite Spider-Man movie or anything, and I was somewhat disappointed with it, but I like to get cool releases when I can get them, even for movies that are not my favorite things. I don't hate that movie or anything. Like, it's fun. I would like to have a good version of that. But anyway, thanks again for watching, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and bid you farewell. I've already somehow talked almost 20 minutes about this. But I guess if you're wondering which of these to get, I'm going to give you a somewhat lukewarm recommendation on this. It kind of just depends on whether you really like this tin sign. And I think it is pretty cool looking. So, like, if you have a place to put this, it's maybe worth getting. And if you want to just say, I love this movie so much that this is how large a box I bought for it, then this is the one for you, because otherwise you're just getting the regular Blu-ray release for this movie. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you again next time, folks. Tomorrow night I'm going to be doing a request, an episode of The Request with Austin, and we have to talk about Eraserhead, requested by Jeremy Scott. So I'm going to go right now and watch that movie. Thanks a lot, folks.